afternoon, and good evening, my friends, wherever you are around the country and the world. I'm Esteban, and this is the Esteban Hours Weekend Review Sound Off. Today's Caliente is on U.S. Senator Bob Menendez. Him, his wife, and three New Jersey businessmen have been charged with bribery offenses. Now, this is the second time that Senator Menendez has been indicted. He was cleared on charges before due to, I believe it was a hung jury. And now he is undergoing this. But what is this? What is going on? Gold bars in his home, almost $500,000 in cash found all around his house. I don't know what's going on. But before we get into it, let's bring in our panel co-host and co-producer of the Weekend Review, Jeremy Baker, our very own Louisiana country boy, Mr. Donnie himself, and radio personality and host of the Ovita Talks podcast, Miss Ovita. Welcome, everyone.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey.
Right.
Hey there. Hey there. Hey there. Okay. So
Hi. I love it.
we were talking about this earlier, and the first thing I want to bring out is what Jeremy had just mentioned. This is a Democrat. Okay. This is a Democrat who has been indicted with several counts of bribery charges. So the first thing I want to bring out is that this is a real story. So we're bringing out a real story. This is not a conspiracy. This is not faked up charges. And the Democrats are not going after the Department of Justice, claiming that they're weaponizing the system because a Democratic senator has been indicted. Right? In fact, they're pushing for this senator to resign. Now, that might be might be too early because he's only been indicted, and you've got to prove guilty before stating that he's guilty. What do they say? Innocent until proven guilty. So that might be mature. But
we lost somebody.
She'll come back. But okay. So before we move on and talk about this, Jeremy, play this clip.
Senator Bob Menendez spoke publicly for the first time since his indictment on federal corruption charges. He offered an explanation on why he had hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash hidden in his home, and it involved keeping an emergency stash of money on hand based on the way he was raised. He says he is innocent, and while the charges have forced him to step down from the chair of the powerful Senate Foreign Relations Committee, he says he will not resign as a U.S. Senator for New Jersey.
Okay. First, let's bring back Vita.
There she
is. The stage. There you go. All right. Okay. So he says he's innocent, and he's innocent until a jury says he's not. But what say you? Let's go with Donnie first on this one.
Well, first thing I say is he should have some better friends hanging around him, because if you got that much stuff, somebody should have told you something to do with it. I mean, if it's I mean, why? I don't know.
Jeremy,
the only reason you stash money in your house like that is because you don't want anybody to know about it. You want the bank to know about it. You want the government to know about it. You just want to have it. So I don't believe the bullshit. And whose father teaches you to store gold bars? my daddy taught me that. No, he did not. Your dad did not say when you get older, make sure you have a large fund of run money. And they got, it's not like they indicted him overnight. They've been watching this guy forever. And what amazes me is he got indicted, in 2016 and got reelected.
Yeah.
And now they're like, but I'm actually glad this happened, because now Democrats are obviously going after him equally like they're going after any Republicans. So now their whole argument, they're coming after us, is completely blown out of the water. So actually, I would like to thank the senator for doing it. He's helping us.
Yeah.
Because now he's become a statistic, and Democrats are proving that we don't like your criminal guy, and we don't want our criminal guy just the same.
Exactly.
And for me, that this entire situation is what that is proving. It's true. Senator Menendez is innocent until proven guilty. However,
Mm-hmm.
just the fact of seeing Democrats not liking the situation, regardless of where it's at this moment, for me, that's what speaks volumes. Because as you can see, Trump has been indicted 4 times and 91, 92, whatever counts, and you still have yet Republicans to denounce him or denounce what he's done or is doing.
Yeah.
And now you got one Democratic senator that's being charged with criminality, and Democrats are ready to pound on him. However, this is not a surprise with Democrats, right? Because didn't
Yeah.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo went through the same thing? It was alleged that he was engaging in inappropriate activity with staff and females, and Democrats weren't standing for it and said,
Good Lord.
"Gotta go," and he did, and he did.
Yeah.
It's called accountability. It's a beautiful thing.
That
Accountability
is
is
Yeah.
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah.
that in itself.
Yes, because it shouldn't be, criminality shouldn't be anywhere in the political system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
right
I mean,
now,
we have to
some may
start
say-
holding our. Go ahead.
Jeremy.
I was gonna say we have to start holding our politicians to the highest possible standard, for crying out loud. Not what we have
Yeah.
now. This is just embarrassing.
Yes.
And,
It's
yeah.
an embarrassment to the
And that's a
legal-
family
Go ahead, Ovida.
business. I guess it's a family business too, because his wife got indicted with him, which is crazy. So now their children are could possibly, they could possibly be in jail, and now you put your children in a predicament because you're being greedy. Because I already know. I mean, it's okay with buying gold because I hear that's a good thing to do, get your gold, silver up, and all that stuff, but not because of bribery. Now
Right.
it's a family affair. Look at the family.
And I want to
You done
push
messed
back
up your family.
on one thing that Jeremy had said. It's not altogether true about when saving money. Some people do save money in their house
Yes,
because they
under the
don't-
bed.
under the bed
In the
or in the
mattress.
freezer, because they don't
Yes,
trust the banks in the moment of an emergency. I'm one of
yes,
those. I don't trust banks
yes,
in the moment of an emergency. You need to take out your money, and they will stop you
yes,
from doing that because so many people want to take out money. They're afraid about their bottom dollar. They're afraid about their data, their records that are showing, withdrawals, and they will literally prevent you from taking out your money. And I'm one like,
yes.
you're not going to stop me from taking out my own money. So a lot of people, however, I think it's been said that it was about $480,000 that was found around his house.
Yes.
Assure
Yes.
you, I do not have $480,000.
No.
You can
No.
check my bank
And
account
bars
or
of
my house.
gold.
I don't have money either one.
or even
Listen.
gold. Yeah. A
Gold,
couple
bars of
thousand.
gold, not just gold. He got bars of gold. Who's seen that since the cowboy movies? I seen that in the cowboy movies, the gold rush. I have not seen bars of gold. I mean, he had bars.
Huge bars.
You
That's
probably
it.
die if you had an actual gold bar in your hand. It is real.
Man.
Heavy. Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
I've never had enough money to buy a gold bar, so I'm not worried about it. I don't think I've had enough money to buy a gold chain. So
right.
Okay, right.
But now, when you talk about 400,
We can't all be like Esteban. We can't all be like Esteban. We can't all be like Esteban with what the kids call it, drip. He got that drip around his neck.
Stop it! You're making me blush here. Okay, but now when we talk about $480,000 spread around his home, think about that.
Yeah.
Where is that money? Where is that money? So are we able to walk into his house and see a $100 bill poking out of the drawer, hanging from the curtain? You know, you open the
It's
refrigerator, go
crazy.
get something to eat, and you got $100,000 sitting
Yeah.
on the shelf. Where is all that money?
Right? Stub your toe
I
on a gold
saw some
bar.
of them said, right?
I
I
stubbed
saw
my
they said
toe.
he had envelopes. He had envelopes with his name on it. So he kept the money in envelopes that they get, they gave. He just was really sloppy, seemed
Which
like,
So
with
suspect.
all of
which,
this.
which I thought was
Not,
I
yeah,
thought that was
yeah.
dumb when I heard that, because they said that they took fingerprints and stuff off of those envelopes, and it
That
was
is
Oh
tied
no.
to
crazy.
Egypt.
Oh
Oh
wow.
What the
no.
hell,
Yes,
This is so much trouble.
yes.
Johnny?
it's it's crazy.
What's your opinion?
I just, it's unfortunate, and because we've gone through so much stuff as far as government. I mean, it just leaves
Yeah,
a bad taste, can I say, in our mouths
Mm-hmm.
as
yeah,
citizens. We are here and we have all these people that we have elected, and all they're doing is, and I always say, everybody, I think, is a whole bunch of crooks. Okay, that's just me personally, my personal opinion.
yes.
I think
I
they all
agree.
dipping in the cookie jar. But
Yeah,
what I say is what's happening to the people you're supposed to be watching out for, because obviously you're not. Our
yeah,
politicians are not taking care of the duties that they were sent to do. They're taking care of themselves, and that's so unfortunate. And that's where it gets so disheartening, you know, for people to want to think that there can be a change, is because the elite
yeah,
keep being elite.
Well,
yeah,
I got to burst your bubble there, sir. It's always been happening. Uh, I'm sure there are
yes,
many others in Congress and the Senate
yes.
doing the same thing. They just
Everywhere.
been caught.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And
that's it.
that's one of the reasons why Trump goes to the extremes that he goes through, like with his taxes and stuff. One of his favorite lines is, "Everybody is doing it," and he's right.
Yeah,
Everybody is
yeah.
doing it, but not everybody is publicly throwing it in your face and shoving it down your throat.
Right.
For you to be like, "Hold on, wait a minute, that's
Mm-hmm.
illegal."
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, he must have really made somebody mad, because they've been following him. I don't know who he made upset. They've been following him for a while, because I'm like, how did they know? Why would they go after you? And want to go and search your house, but some way he's been pretty sloppy to where they begin to investigate him and just go in his house like that.
Well, he
That's the
said
thing.
that
I
he's
think a lot of
been
people.
well.
Yeah, go ahead, Esteban.
He said that he's been withdrawing money for the last 30 years. I
Yeah. In handwritten envelopes. Yeah, that's how the bank gives it to you.
Right, right, with
I
his
mean,
name
yeah,
on
you
it.
know, right?
when
Yeah,
I
A
when
random
I
blank
saw that
envelope with your
press
name on it.
conference, I was like, Bob, what are you doing?
So sloppy. So
that is
30
sloppy.
years of
crazy.
taking out
Yeah,
savings. Okay. And of course, the
yeah,
first thing that the news media pounced on is that where's those bank records? Show us those bank records. If you've been
right,
taking out money out your
right.
savings for the last 30 years, show them.
Exactly.
So I hope this senator, who I pride as being smart and intelligent, I hope he's got receipts for those 30 years of withdrawals from his savings
Yeah.
account, because
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You're gonna be in trouble.
but go
Listen,
ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a fire mistakenly. They just some stuff burnt up. I wouldn't be surprised. Just
Well,
I
like
can't find them.
they say in the country, the math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing. That's right.
That's everywhere.
Yeah,
Donnie, the math
that
ain't
is so true.
mathing. That's yes.
That is
It's
exactly right.
it's not coming together. Yeah. It's yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So Egypt, I I don't know what to say. Egypt. He's a New Jersey senator.
Yeah.
What in the hell are you
Yes.
doing with Egypt?
Exactly. Yeah.
So suspect.
It
It's
might
so
be some more
sketchy. It's not
things
even
that
right.
have to come out.
They might.
It
Oh
might
yeah, there
have to
will
be
be.
some more, because
But
why
it's gonna get
is
worse.
Egypt involved with this man? What is going
Mm-hmm.
on? Why? Yeah, that is. And I've never really heard anything from Egypt. I don't know if you all have heard a lot of people having dealings with Egypt, China. You
No.
know what I'm saying? This is the first I
Saudi
haven't
Arabia.
really heard. Yeah,
Well,
yes, but
it,
Egypt, this is
it's
something
been a
new.
while since they imprisoned their dictator president. Remember that?
Mm,
Morafi or
I don't know his
Musam,
name.
and
Yeah,
they put him in
I don't
jail.
remember.
They put him in jail.
Wow.
Yes,
Was it
yes.
Gaddafi?
No, that was Libya.
That's Libya.
I
Yeah.
I
I
forget.
can't remember either.
It was with an M, if I'm not mistaken. It was with an
Wow.
M. And he was charged and imprisoned for fraud, I believe, as well. Why are so many presidents and prime ministers, leaders of countries, going to jail or indicted for fraud?
Greed.
Because they're greedy.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's money. That's where the root of all evil. I really anything. It's not that money is bad, you all. Money was made to answer all of our problems and have let us have a great time. But evil, most everything that's based on the evil or criminal, some type of criminal activity is always the money. And these
Yep.
people make really good money. These people are rich, but they
Mm-hmm.
want to be richer. They want to take from the poor and be rich. From so it's always the money factor.
So
And now
we
your freedom is gone.
right. So we got another person who knows very well what Bob Menendez is going through. But
Uh-huh.
does anybody want to hear from him? That's the question. But go ahead,
No.
Jeremy. Roll this
Mm.
clip.
Menendez
All
should
right, fine.
resign, given his.
I don't have an opinion.
It was
on that.
Morsi.
Because I think due process is important, and I think he has the right to defend himself. He's innocent until proven guilty. The media has to stop acting like everybody is guilty before they're even judged by a jury. So no, I think everybody is innocent until proven guilty. When did we walk away from the fabric of our Constitution that everybody has a presumption of innocence before anything else? So I don't think he should resign.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Wah, wah, wah. That guy should have resigned already a long time ago.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got a lot of nerve. Nobody wants to hear from you.
Yeah.
And we imagine that that's what you're going to say because everybody has condemned him to hell and to death.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
so he's just going to say the same thing. No, you're innocent. And he's right. You're innocent until proven guilty. But
In a court of law.
Right. In court.
Jeremy
I like
said
to
earlier.
point that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul mentioned that before.
Yeah.
In court, yes. But you committed the crime
Yeah.
way before you were
Yeah.
found guilty in court. The court of public opinion does matter. You know what I mean? People don't realize that.
And you know what's
Court of public
funny?
opinion makes their own mind up based on evidence and whatever they can
Absolutely, which is why Trump does what he does. But
Yeah.
you know what's funny? People like Trump are quick to go out to the public and value that court of public opinion, but then turn around and say that the DOJ is weaponizing the system, and that people are charging him as guilty before he's even tried. So why are they so quick to go to the court of public opinion, but they can't handle the fire?
Right. That's a good point. They're so fragile.
Everybody's like that until it get to them. You can speak, and then when it's on you, when it's your turn, then I want to hear the real deal. Have mercy on me now. No, you deserve the same thing that you put out on other people.
Right.
When they committed the crime. And the president name was Morsi. No, the Egyptian president.
Yes.
Morsi. Yeah.
President Morsi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Avita. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
I think a lot of it is honestly the public opinion, and you're asking why. You know, as I sit here, and this is what the thought that came. A lot of times people do that is because, yes, they're trying to sway the opinion. And what they're trying to do is to get everybody on their side. So whoever's on the other side, they're afraid that, okay, if I go this way, then the public is going to be against me now. Because everybody, that's what this thing is everybody's trying to get on the good side of everybody instead of just being on the good side.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Point well taken. Yes. Go ahead, Jeremy.
The only thing I wanted to add was the court of public opinion does not require evidence or facts. So they can go out there and, like we've seen, if anybody's visited, I call it lie social, but Donald Trump's social media platform, lies, one after the other, one after the other, after the other. And you know what I mean? So he can say whatever he wants in the court of public opinion, but when it comes to actual court, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. And neither does Bob Menendez. Once it goes to court, the facts will come out. Unless he has, like you said, receipts for all of it, he's going to jail for fraud or bribery.
Yeah.
Right. And let's not forget he was acquitted once already.
Yeah.
I think Bob should, I think the smartest thing, if I was his public, person, I would tell him the best thing for him to do would be to step down, not because of this, but because he's protecting his constituents and he doesn't want to drag them through. Do you know how good he would look?
Yeah,
that's true.
That's very true.
Have some self-respect, right?
Donnie answered my next question, which was going to be my last question, and that is, do you think Senator Menendez should step down? So Donnie answered. Jeremy?
I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's time to do what's right, for the country, not for yourself. Especially if you're in the position of what he's in, Congress, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Ovita, do you think Senator Menendez should step down?
Yes, we have too many people that's making us look bad. Just go, please. Yes, go far away.
That's it.
Yeah,
all right. Okay. Wow. I appreciate you all for coming on, and thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
My final rant of the sound off. I as well agree that Senator Bob Menendez should resign. I also agree that it is premature, and these are just charges, indictment charges, and we must continue to hold sacred the statement innocent until proven guilty. We must. But right now, the political warfare is at its highest extreme, and so this is a deterrent or distraction, I should say, in Congress, to the senators, and also to the democratic process. And so it probably would be in the best interest of the nation for him to step down. And that's it. Thank you for joining us. Please like and follow at the Esteban Hour on all social media platforms, and please share the live. We will be back here again for another sound off, or a couple of more this week. And stay tuned for the Esteban Hour podcast this Friday at 8 p.m. Also, don't forget about the weekend reviews that are on Monday mornings at 11 a.m. every Monday morning, where we talk about the prior week's current events and breaking news. I love you all. I thank you once again for tuning in and joining. I hope that you appreciated the topic at hand. And if you had a goal that you achieved or accomplished today, don't forget to say